Hey guys, I'm back with a book review, which is Blue Buds by Melissa de la Cruz. This was published by Hypernon, right, in 2006, and it is, I should have looked this up before I pushed the button, and it is 302 pages. And it says, let me get the summary. I love the summaries. Of course, this one doesn't have one in the copyright page. Pretty much it tells the story of a girl. I think you say her name has Skylar. It's spelled like this. Skylar Van Ellen, it goes to a school, Duchesne, which is a prestigious New York City private school. There's a variety of different kids in the story. There's Bliss, whose dad is a senator, took this senator seat in New York, and she's originally from Houston. There's a girl named Mimi. There's Jack Force, and that's Mimi's brother. And there's a boy named Dylan, and there's a boy named Oliver, who is Skylar's best friend. And there's just really a ton of characters. So pretty much it says, once an outcast, Skylar's thrust into Manhattan's most exclusive social group. Its members are the powerful, the wealthy, and as Skylar soon discovers, the unhuman. They are Blue Bloods, an ancient group of vampires, and for centuries they've been invincible. Now something is preying on this elite group, and Skylar wants to find out the truth, but she is the most vulnerable of them all. So to make a long story short, you don't find out halfway through that they are vampires. Pretty much the kids are almost 18. I guess that is when you come of age as a vampire, and they are invited to the committee. The committee pretty much throws this on them at a meeting that, listen, you're a vampire and this is going to happen to you, and this is the history of this, and this is what your life's going to be, and there's only 400 of them at a time alive. They go in cycles. There is a historical aspect to this. They talk about how these Blue Bloods lived in Europe and they came over on the Mayflower. So they take like this historical spin on it, and throughout the book they have parts of someone's diary. Man, I just turned to it and now I can't find it. Parts of someone's diary that came over on the Mayflower. And here we go. So they're connecting the old and the new, which is pretty much the same, since most of these vampires live over and over and over again. They usually go in a cycle of 100 years. And I really enjoyed this. I really thought it was going to be corny, but I really enjoyed it. It really picked up the last half of the book after they kind of built it up, and then you found out what she was, and something's trying to kill vampires, which they were told they couldn't be killed. But then they found out that there's something called a silver blood. A silver blood essentially drains the blood of a blue blood and gains more power. So there is one thing, which is a silver blood, that can kill these blue blood ancient vampires that live in New York City. So the second book is Masquerade. I do own that. I'm going to read it relatively in the next few books I read. I'm going to take a break from vampires, I think. But this book gets a 4.5 out of 5. As you can see on the cover, you can see the bite marks. These are actually indented, like they're real bite marks. Oh my gosh, that's so cool. So this is 4.5, so it's like an A, not quite an A+. It's just, I'm trying to be a little bit more stingy with giving 5s out. But this is definitely, you guys definitely got to check this out if you haven't read anything. I hadn't given Melissa de la Cruz a chance, and I'm really glad I did. Just to show her that's her. Really cute. And she grew up in Manila. I believe she's Filipino, just by looking at her. Or is she Mexican? She looks like a mix because she grew up in Manila. Manila is Philippines, right? So she lives in Los Angeles. She says, while Melissa's not a blue blood, she knows people who are. Woo! So anyways, check out Blue Bloods by Melissa de la Cruz, the first book, and I believe they call it the Van Ellen Legacy series. I keep reading that in different synopsises of the other books. That's what they call it. So definitely check it out, and happy reading. Bye.